Out of the port of St. Joe.
St. Joe has a lot to offer. Not only the Lake Michigan salmon, perch, walleye in the river, the winter steelhead, and it's just, there's a broad approach and many different places you can fish here.
Mark was fishing with Captain Russ Clark of Seahawk Charters.
It's going on 23 years. I've been guiding out of St. Joe here. I fish year-round, both Lake Michigan and the St. Joe River. Usually start on Lake Michigan first week of April through mid-September, and the St. Joe River mid-September through early April.
The salmon and trout fishery on southern Lake Michigan has gone through lots of changes over the years, but Russ says the fishing now is pretty good.
Maybe the only difference is we did get bigger kings, bigger fish in general in the 70s versus now. There's not quite as many bait fish as there used to be, but the fishery is very active, very healthy, and it's a tremendous sport fishery that we have here on Lake Michigan.
As the Lake Michigan fishery has evolved, anglers' tactics have changed too. Today, good fishermen run a little bit of everything.
The fish are really coming from anywhere from top all the way down to 80 down, so we're trying to, the fish are in a wide spread of area right now, and so we're trying to cover all depth levels.
To reach those fish, Russ is running downriggers, divers, side planers, lead core, and copper line.
2 and 3 color lead core up high, might be getting you down 10, 15 down. Also running copper, that will be getting you 70, 80 feet down. So you really need an arsenal of mixed depth levels. So running copper and lead core will get you in both places. He's there yet?
I guess he's still on there.
Go ahead and just reel. Yep. There he is. All right.
That's a good one.
That was 120 feet out on the Walker diver. They do snap on like a traditional diver, but the thing I like, the weight back here to put it in a different position, when you move it, it locks in position. So you can hear it actually move into a position there, and it's not moving once you get it locked in. All right, good one on lead core, 10 color.
There's a lot of line on here. It's a good fish. We'll see what we get.
Get a lot of reeling for your dollar there. You're about halfway. All right, coho salmon there. Oh, here we go. Another fish on there. Here you go. Fish on there, 30 out on a low diver. Okay, another coho salmon.
Wow.
Sakuma rods fight these fish great. Well, it is a long ways back, but it does put fish in the boat, bottom line. One helpful hint is running a reel with a higher gear ratio so you can get it in quicker. That's very helpful. These Okuma reels, they got a big handle, a big swing. You can really grip onto that, and they have a fast gear ratio 4-to-1, so you can really get that line in fast when you have a fish on it. This one was 40 down, jumping like could be a steelhead or could be a coho too. It's a fast moving one. Might be a king, looks like a king. Uh-oh, we got him around the cable. Probably the other way around, Barry, I think. The other way. I think. Yep. All right, nice king there. Got around the cables there and almost lost him, but we got him.
One of the keys to catching fish out here is to get as many lures in the water as you legally can. Charter boat captains are experts at that.
This is running a second lure on the downrigger rod. We're running free sliders. This is what we call a SLG frog mini streak. And this will slide down to the bow in the line caused by trolling forward. You don't know exactly where it's at, but it's somewhere halfway down to the main lure.
Sometimes that slider is just an attractor. It makes more flash and vibration to get the fish's attention. But there is a hook on those baits, and once in a while you can double up on the same rod.
We had 2 fish on 1 rod here, guys. We got a salmon and a lake trout, I believe. Got one on the main line, which is a coho, and a lake trout on the free slider. So we're gonna see if we can't get both here. 2 for the price of 1 there. Here's a bonus fish, lake trout, where we caught 2 on 1 rod, lake trout and a coho at the same time. It's about a 7-8 pound fish.
Just like fish everywhere, Great Lakes trout and salmon like structure. But southern Lake Michigan is pretty flat, so the fish relate to other things.
So the structure that we fish is water temperature. Any place there's a temperature break, a degree break or a half-degree break can make a big difference in the fishing. Also bait fish piles, that's a structure that we work. Also water discoloration, river water coming out of the pier heads, or any kind of water change.
On Lake Michigan, Chinook salmon are king, but in the southern part of the lake, coho make up a good part of the catch.
You know, a lot of these coho will start down in the southern part of the lake, Indiana, Michigan City, Portage, and a lot of times we'll come around on the Wisconsin, Illinois side. But also we get a shot at them in Michigan. We've caught a lot of coho here today off St. Joe. We get a good share of them early spring on the shoreline, but they do move a lot. Weather conditions, temperature changes, bait. You can get them one day and they can move, I'm sure, right across the lake in one day if they want. Looks like a good one there. This is on a Kuma 10-foot diver rod, very limber rod, very forgiving. I've been very happy with the way these rods perform. But fish do get off sometimes.
Thanks.
Oh, no, he's still on. I lied. He's giving us a tussle right at the end there, but he's in the hoop. That's another 3-year-old king there.
Lots of things go into catching fish out here. The right bait, speed, and depth. Even the lead length.
Well, we kind of have this short to get the aggressive fish. They'll come right up to the riggers, especially coho many times are not rigger shy. Then we have our divers, which are further back away from the boat, and then of course our lead core, which is way back. So it's 3 different sets of lures that's coming by these fish. The short, a little bit longer, and then of course the longest.
Look, we got another one going here.
Yep, here.
We got steelhead and a diver. Woo!
Oh, okay.
We got some
here
action here going on.
Here,
I get him around the rigger.
We'll leave this one out there for.
There we go. Woo! Look at that.
Here,
Right, nice
Mark, why don't you
fish.
grab that one?
Just keep handing them off to me, guys. I'm okay with this. Oh, nice steelhead here. Or is it a king?
He jumped like a steelhead.
This had to be the high diver, huh?
Yep. Nice steelhead.
Take him down the middle. All right. Oh, coming to the boat, coming to us.
All right, good fish there.
Good job. I think that was a suicidal fish.
Yep, nice steelhead there.
These bonus steelhead, this is what really makes fishing in the Lake Michigan so great. So awesome. Bit of silver streak. Look at that.
Of all the new techniques discovered for Great Lakes salmon and trout the past few years, probably none have been more effective than running lead core and copper line off planer boards. That lets anglers get their line deep and away from the boat.
You know, the lead core has kicked in pretty good today. We've got lead core lines out, we've got downriggers out, we've got dipsy divers out, or divers in general, and everything seems to be catching fish today. And now I get the luck of being able to catch one here on lead core. This is something a lot of people are not familiar with. Getting it out to the side with planer boards. This little orange board that's about to come to the boat here is made by Offshore Tackle. It's called the SST board. Just perfect for fishing lead core and also for fishing copper wire.
This fish at Marks Freeland right now is caught on 3-color lead core, and it's outside the 8-color lead core, and you can bring the fish right across the 8-color lead core even though it's an inside board. What happens is the weight of the fish brings the lead core up, and you can bring it right across the inside lead core without tangling.
These reels are smooth.
They sure are.
Unbelievably smooth. He's up on the surface there. Shake.
We'll run as many as 4 lead cores per side, or run 8 of them all together. We've got another fish going on a downrigger behind us. Two at a time here.
2 at a time.